That is a blob of zinc. Alright folks, it's getting a nice 45 signal. Pretty low, but in a site like this you want to dig it. And just looked down and I could see the target. It was right under the surface. I barely had to dig at all. It's only like an inch. It's right here. That is cool right there. That is old. Old. Not entirely too sure what it is. If it's a part of a piece of leather, or adornment, or what. I would suggest that. Now I do not see any patent information on it, but it's got hooks, so I would think cloth or leather would be the best explanation for it. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. Dig those 40 signals, people. You gotta dig them. Digging a hole here, and I got a piece of glass, a really cool piece of glass. Check that out. That is fancy. You see the bubbles in it? That is old right there. That ain't no 40s or 50s stuff. To get the bubbles in it like that, that's old stuff. Not sure if it's a lid or what, but that is awesome. It's a good sign. There's a rabbit. Alright, we got a really good signal right on top of the surface, so let me show you it and we'll dig it together. We probably don't have to dig a hole. Sounds like it's right on top. Should be right under the ground here. Sure enough, that's the inside of a pocket watch. Copper. It might have some markings. I believe it does, actually. Kind of hard to tell, though. Yeah, it does. Alright, let me put you in macro so we can check it out. Alright, you can see a little pitchfork type thing right there. There's writing all around here. I believe it says Westbury Company, maybe? It's really hard to tell. It's worn pretty thin. Yeah, I'll have to get the magnifying glass out later, but that is awesome right there. Pocket watch part. Well, this sure is cool. It's a piece of iron, but it's got brass screws going through it. It's definitely screwed in the middle, and it's like looks like a rivet at the end. And it's got like a Phillips head spot on one side, and not on the other. Piece of iron. So that would have held probably two pieces of iron together, I would assume. Or this would be fixed to wood or leather or something. I don't see anything on that, but that would be probably worth cleaning up just because that's a cool little display piece. How they got the iron and the screws or rivets going through it. And it's definitely threaded in the middle, but it's weird. It's solid, and then threads in the middle. Don't really know how that worked. But I was getting a little peep. Probably the flat iron, or probably didn't hear the brass, but cool find nonetheless. Incidental. We got the hinge, or at least a hinge. That's an old style. You got the little pin that would go in there. That should be straight. And you got the part where you could put the nail in to hang whatever you're hanging. I love stuff like this. It actually has two holes in it, one there and one there, to put it on the gate or something. Beautiful. Well, this is a first for me. I have no idea what it is. All I know is it's something. Connected like that, it's got a screw thread, so it was either like this or like that. I don't know which way. Don't know if it's worth saving or not even. I'll stash it and y'all let me know what it is. If it's worth saving. It's broken, but still pretty cool. Let me know what y'all think. Bob just came down from orbiting around the house site. Found a bunch of cool stuff off in the little area. We got like a buckle right here. That's a big old iron buckle. Some brass pieces. I believe that's off of a Model T. Another piece there. Don't know. Pocket watch piece. Little brass piece. And you all know about these spoons. Very, very fancy. This guy here is, I believe, 1880s. It's got a super fancy design. All sorts of stuff, buildings and wheels and chandelier looking things. Very, very fancy. I found one of these at this site up here, and they're pretty old. Congratulations, Bob. That's awesome.
Cost me blood.
Alright, folks, I have an insane iron signal in here. It's like 80s, 90s. Screaming. But I just started popping up brick. Nice old brick. And nice old pottery. If glass starts popping up, then we could be in the money for a pit. I've been looking and looking for this pit in here. Check that out. All these pieces of pottery coming up. It's a huge piece of iron. That's what I listen for when looking for pits. Although I just decided to dig this right now. Just because I wasn't hearing anything. Not seeing any glass though, which is worrying for finding a pit. Speak of the devil. A little bit of glass. Not enough though. Alright folks, I got the edge of it, so I'm going to start prying on it. And hopefully it'll pop up. Man. This thing is brutal. Whatever it is. Alright, maybe not yet. It's a lot bigger than I thought. Might be more than one thing, actually. I think that is very, very possible. If it's more than one thing, that is extremely good. It means it was buried, and there could be bottles. It's moving. Alright. Here's the first piece. It's definitely burned. Look at that. Burned. Yeah, there's more than one piece. There is more than one piece. It's very good. Just hoping that there's bottles. Although I think I'm down to the natural soil layer, which is not a good sign. Oh man. That is not a very good sign at all. You get down to the natural soil layer, that means that it has not been disturbed and nothing was buried. And not really anything's going to be in the soil that far down. Alright, unfortunately, ow, I dug it up. We got a bunch of brick, big old pieces of brick, pottery, window glass, that piece of iron, that piece of iron, that piece of iron, and this piece of iron. And last but not least, this. Those were definitely buried together. Unfortunately, there's no bottles or anything in there. So, pit not found, but we will keep looking. I really, really want to find that pit from this house. That's the perfect signal to listen for, the 80 signal. That sounds like gigantic and iron. Best signal to look for when looking for like a privy. Had a beautiful little 60 signal. And I popped it out. It's nothing too special. But this gives me hope that there is coins left in here. And that Bob didn't find the only one. It's a rivet. They ring up just like Indian head pennies, half dimes, slick silvers. Very cool. I like my rivets. Leather rivet. Most likely. Bob got a button. What's new? H&S's Bulldogs. Not sure the age, if it was a two-piece or a two-piece overall with a shank, no idea. Just the top of a two-piece button. Very cool. It's got that nice Victorian script. Alright folks, it is time to go over the finds for the day. We did alright, nothing spectacular, but we did pretty good. Bob did pretty good today. Got a bullet, some melted lead, 2 buckshots or musket balls. Here's my random copper finds. This thing was intact here. It broke. It was just like that. This has little rivets in it. Very strange. Little rivets all over it. Little square nail. Some window glass. Nice blue bubbly window glass. That's very old stuff right here. You can see all the little bubbles all through this glass here. I got ticks crawling all over me. Get those off. Alright, just pulled 3 ticks off of me. Crawling right up me. Alrighty, we got a window weight or sash weight puller. A little that's what you pull it up and down with. This is a little copper cap that would be adorned to leather. This is pretty neat. That is the tiniest little square nail I ever have seen. And it's burned, so it gave a decent signal. It's a little baby square nail. rivet, that fancy leather piece, that fancy innards of a pocket watch, bunch of different kinds of pottery. We got that riveted piece of iron, a pocket knife part, and a little piece of brass. That's about it. Plus Bob's finds. Alright folks, I will see you back out there. It is Tick City out there right now. I just pulled another 3 ticks off of me. Deer ticks, so I'm gonna need to be wearing some DEET next time we go out. They are back, so yeah, ridiculous heat today. 88 degrees is what the highest it got today. Insane. February. See y'all in the next, folks. Hopefully we have a little bit better finds next time, but we did pretty good.